So what is going on, guys? It's Triple G here, back with another Suicide Squad video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this Harley build, which is designed to get you started up the mastery levels and can take you into the 20 or 30s and unlock the rest of the infamy sets so that you can get yourselves high up those leaderboards and grab those bragging rights. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or join me over on stream, as I stream 6 times a week on YouTube and Twitch. Otherwise, let's get straight into this video. So first of all, let's talk about the skill tree. Now, I'm not going to go through every single point here, but I am going to call out a few key ones which will give you the advantage. The main theme about this tree is grenade damage, so make sure you're picking up every single skill available that can give you grenade damage. On the bottom of the first column, we're going to be taking the ballerina here. This is going to give us additional grenade damage rather than what is potentially survivability. Bottom of the center tree, we're going to be taking grenade damage again, rather than the melee damage and shield capacity. And the bottom of the third one, we're going to be taking ultimate thrill ride, which will give us some bonus grapple attack and suicide strike damage. You can take some ultimate refresher here for some survivability, but that's about it really. Those are the main skills on the bottom of the tree. As I said earlier, there are some choices you can make depending on your weapon type over here and depending on whether or not you want to dip into some melee damage. But this is what I got. Feel free to take a screenshot, and we're going to move on to the inventory stuff now. So in terms of weaponry, what I would recommend that you do is go to your map and clear all the side missions. If you don't know what the side missions are or which ones you have left, you can see here on the screen. Make sure you do all of them and have completed the story in order to do this. You can pick up some of these legendary items on the way through as you do the story, but you cannot get these infamy weapons until you start grinding the endgame. So first of all, this theme is about grenades. So we're going to want to A, be using grenades all the time, and B, be getting grenades in any way possible. The first way that we're going to be getting grenades is using this legendary called the bullet propelled grenade. Critical hit spawn a live grenade at the enemy's hit. This grenade does additional 100% more damage when it explodes, and this can only happen once every 30 seconds. So by just hitting critical hits with this minigun, you can get a grenade explosion. It doesn't have to be on the minigun. You can have it on an SMG or a pistol for Harley. And don't forget, once you've discovered the legendary ability, you can then go and craft one from Penguin, which is why it's super important to unlock all the vendors. In the next slot, we're going to be looking at an infinity set here. So when you start out, you won't have your tier 1 set yet, but don't worry, put any gun in this secondary slot. This is just going to be a stat stick for now, but let's touch on what the actual Bane's Rage is first. So the first piece bonus, each melee on an enemy has a 50% chance to craze it and a 50% chance to drop a grenade. This fits in with our theme very well. This is not a kill, so you can keep spamming melee until you get a grenade drop, which helps the build completely. Critical hits on crazed enemies have a 100% chance of spawning a rage zone. This can only happen once every 5 seconds, and when you absorb the rage zone power, it triggers Bane's Rage, which increases all damage dealt by 100% for 20 seconds. This is a really super easy way for us to get damage, and we're aiming for crits anyway with our miniguns, so it fits in real well. The third piece, Bane's Rage, now increases grenade damage by 200%, and each enemy killed with a grenade while Bane's Rage is active refreshes Bane's Rage and adds an additional 33% chance of dropping a grenade ammo. This is really good. So we have now buffed our grenade damage by 3 times or just using this set. It's very, very good indeed. Now the melee slot at this point early on, if you have managed to get yourself a two-face persuader, I do recommend that you put that on, but if not, then anything will do. This home run works really well because you can actually knock the big destroyers off the map with this, which helps with the early incursion. Now the signature piece here, obviously because the build's called Bang Harley, is the bang itself. Now you should get this legendary through the story, but if not, hopefully you will get it. Harley's damage for grenades is so powerful that you can use any grenade at the start when you're just doing the first incursions, but once you have got this, it is an absolute game changer. Limited carrying 1 grenade at a time, but each grenade does 500% damage and a 100% bigger explosion radius, and we're already boosting that via the gear sets and everything else in the skill tree. The shield we've got is part of the Bane set here, but it does have a skill itself. While there are 4 or more enemies that are crazed within 20 meters around you, you deal 100% more damage and take 50% less damage. Really nice little bit of skill here. It really, really does help when you're getting up close and personal. Next is a nice to have if you have got it so far, but if you don't have it, don't worry. It's another way to get a free grenade. This is the touchdown traversal mod for Harley. Skilled landings and ground slides have a 100% chance of dropping a live grenade at your feet. This can only occur once every 20 seconds. So all you have to do is jump up in the air and slide. That is literally it. And you will drop a grenade at your feet. There is a 20-second cooldown. This is actually really incredible for clearing platforms of enemies because you're doing so much damage, you will just pop those little grunts and move on to the next one. In our neck bomb slot, we have the Venom Tolerance here. Nothing really to say about this other than it activates our 3-set bonus. The final item in the build is the Boomtown. Now, the Boomtown is a lucky charm. This is another way for us to get free grenades. Each critical hit on a non-vehicular enemy adds a 10% chance for the enemy to drop a live grenade at their feet. This chance resets on live grenade drop, and there is a 20-second cooldown before any chance can build up again. This now means we have 3 ways for grenades to drop without actually even throwing a grenade. We have one over here from our minigun, we have one over here when we slide, and then we have one over here when we crit. This just adds to the absolute carnage that is Harley and her grenade build. Now, in terms of playstyle, it's really simple. We're just going to be making every single thing explode. If you haven't had anything explode for a while, throw a grenade. If you haven't got any grenades, melee something. Everything will explode very quickly, and once you get used to the rhythm of when was the last time the grenade went off, is my slide thing ready to go, you just absolutely decimate. You will easily get to mastery level 10 and beyond in order to unlock the additional info mini sets and climb up that leaderboard. Guys, that's it for today's video. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or join me over on stream as I stream 6 times a week on Twitch and YouTube, and otherwise I'll catch you on the flip.